Has your own child ever told you something so mean it broke your heart? My husband and I had just finished watching Batman with our 6-year-old daughter when she innocently said, "Riddle me this, daddy, who is 41 but looks like a 200-year-old witch." We both stopped dead in our tracks, but before we could get a word out, she clapped her hands and said, "Mommy does! Mommy looks like a 200-year-old witch!" My face went pale, and I proceeded to nervously laugh before putting her to bed. But when I came back out to my husband, I broke down. You see, I couldn't even be mad at my daughter for saying that. She was right. Despite being in my early 40s, I full-on looked like a wrinkly old worm. My forehead had wrinkles. My cheeks had wrinkles. Even my wrinkles had wrinkles. My husband held me while I cried all night, kissing my forehead and reassuring me I was beautiful, and saying that even if I was a witch, I'd be the prettiest witch in town. That made me cry even harder. The next day, I still wasn't over my daughter's comment, so I decided to do something rash. I visited a plastic surgeon. I knew I couldn't be helped when he started recommending the best procedures for women 60 and older. I wanted to cry, and I'll never forget his face when I told him I was 41. He cleared his throat and proceeded to start telling me that Botox was my only solution. It sounded like a good idea at first, until I realized I'd be paying $1,200 to look plastic and unnatural. I thought more about it, decided I didn't want to risk looking like a botched surgery, and thanked the doctor for his time before leaving. I came home feeling crushed, and my daughter asking me if I just came back from evil potion making class just made me feel worse. That night, I scoured the internet, trying to find something that would make me look younger. I didn't even care about looking 30 again. I just wanted to look my age. But instead of that, I found something even better. The day my new package arrived, I was ecstatic. I tore it open, read the instruction manual, that's a lie, I threw it out without even looking, and started using it right away. I remember my husband was at work that day, and when he came home he told me I was glowing more than usual. I felt so over the moon I can't even describe it. I told him the reason, and he just dropped his jaw in disbelief. He called me a genius, and said this secret of mine needs to be protected forever. I just giggled like a schoolgirl in response. Fast forward 1 month, I was feeling on top of the world, and the day my daughter asked if I was making young person potions in my witch classes, I knew I was doing something very right. Another 2 months went by, and by this point I wasn't just looking my age. My face made me look like I was in my 20s again. I was finally looking like the hot mom I had always dreamed of being. My husband couldn't keep his hands off me, and my daughter now resorted to making jokes about mommy looking like a model, which made me honestly tear up every time I heard it. I remember some woman at work actually asked me what I was studying in college, and when I told her I was over 40, she looked like she had seen a ghost. She told me on the spot that she needed to know my secret. So what was my secret? Sunscreen. That's right, growth factor sunscreen. I wore it on my face every day for 3 months, and it literally reversed my aging. Here is my before and after.